Hello and welcome to the first episode of Let's Play Scrolls with ClaySpork. Now, I recorded this video once, but the music and sound effects were turned way up, way up, and you couldn't hear a word I said during the whole video. Now, Scrolls is a game. It's developed by Mojang, who, if you're not familiar with them, they are the company who created Minecraft. They also have another game in development called Cobalt. Scrolls is currently in beta. You can purchase into the beta for $20.95. It's a similar model that they used as they did with Minecraft. That gives you access to all further updates and those such things. You can purchase that at scrolls.com/buy, or you can log into your Mojang account at mojang.com in order to purchase the game. Now, this is the opening screen right after you log in. Here you get some news here in the middle. Over to the side you get information about the server and top ranked players. On the left you get different tweets from the developers. I'm assuming that's who all of those people are, considering it seems to be the same people every time I log in. Now, I do apologize that my other video it wasn't quality enough to upload because you couldn't hear a thing I said, so you missed the very first time you log in. It gives you options to pick a deck to start with. You pick a starter pre-con deck, and I went and I used my initial 2,000 gold because it gives you 2,000 gold to start with to purchase some card scrolls. So that's not going to be in this video. Those things will happen in later videos, but it's not going to be as extensive, and it's not going to be as as many all at once as it was there in that first initial setting. So let's go ahead and we're just going to start with these menus. We're going to start from the right and move to the left, considering we're going to end with arena and we'll play an AI match. And I apologize, I am terrible at this game. I've only played a couple of rounds, but I am terrible. So let's start with the profile. It tells you here, I've played one game. That last game was 22 hours ago. My ranking is 13,000. I have 59 scrolls. It tells you, here the rarity of my scrolls and the gold that I have. Now you have this option to edit the avatar. You can purchase more avatars. We'll get to that when we get to the store. You can just click different, scroll through different heads, or try to get back to the one that I had a few minutes ago. Where is it? Should be, there it is. You can pick different arms and torsos, and there's a lot of stuff you can do. I mean, you can make it look like however you want it to look. You can mix and match and make it look really quite ridiculous if you wanted. Or there's sets here where there's two different options here where it picks those automatic ones, and you can save or randomize to get just some random mixture of things. Next over here we have the settings menu. The settings menu is pretty simple. It's not necessary in the because it's such a low, it's not a very taxing game, so there's not really need for much in the settings menus here. You've got volume controls, chat sounds, and resolution options. The resolution options doesn't seem to work currently. I clicked apply in an attempt to record this video, and it yelled at me. I got an error message because it tried to change to every resolution at the same time. I'm not sure why it did that, but it's currently an error that's occurring there. Now you got the store here. The store works on two ways. You can purchase things with gold, or you can purchase things with shards. You can't purchase everything with shards, though, which is a good thing because that prevents you from, let's say, from buying power. They've really been careful about that here, it appears. So up here on the top, this is where you buy your scrolls. You cannot buy them with the shards. You can't buy just packs of scrolls with real money. You've got a random scroll here, which just gives you one random scroll from any set. An order scroll, which gives you an order, growth, or energy. They're all the same thing here. Or a scroll pack. Scroll pack will give you random 10 cards, 2 of which are going to be uncommon, 1 of which is going to be rare. But you're not guaranteed to get the right set. You're not going to get the right faction that you want to get. The 3 factions currently are the order, growth, and energy, and you really want to, at first, I believe, build up a good solid deck for one type, and then purchase the other pre-con decks, and then I think getting the scroll packs will be better than just buying individual scrolls. But I think at first, while you're building and while you're trying to build one decent deck, purchasing a scroll, an individual scroll, is going to be better because then you're guaranteed that it's going to be something for your deck, so it's a higher chance it's going to be something you're going to use. Now, you'll notice down here there's a little section of scrolls. These scrolls change periodically. I'm not exactly sure what the timer is on how often these change, but you've got 2 commons, 2 uncommons, and 2 rares. Now these you can buy with either gold or with shards, but you can only buy one of it. So you can see here that I purchased the bunny card because I have a growth deck, and a bunny card's kind of fun. But you have to take into consideration, it's not necessarily going to be a card that's going to show up there from your deck that's going to be in there, or it's not necessarily going to be a card you want, and you can only buy one of it. So I don't feel like being able to purchase these with real money is game breaking or buying of power. It's it just saves you a little bit of time, because you could grind out 1,000 gold. It doesn't take that long, or you can just spend like $1 on it. $1 on a rare. That's not too bad. Now down here you have the other pre-constructed decks. You can purchase them for 6,500 game gold, or you can purchase them for roughly $5. I don't think this is game breaking here. These are just starter decks. You can pick any one when you first start the game. It's not like having another pre-constructed deck is going to really make you overpowered. It gives you a chance to experiment if you want to purchase them that way. And I don't feel like that's game breaking. And the last thing you can buy is different avatars, and you can purchase these either with in-game gold or with shards again. And again, that's not really buying power. It's just a cosmetic thing. It really has no real effect on your game. Now you'll notice up here there is an option for sell. Now if you click sell, what that's going to do is that's going to pop up your cards. And it allows you to sell cards that you have gotten from scroll packs or things along those lines. It does not allow you up here. It doesn't look like it allows you to sell your pre-con deck cards. So any card that originally came in your pre-con deck, you cannot sell in this way. But the other ones you can sell, and you can get gold for. So if I clicked Fertile Soil here, I could click sell, and I could sell it for gold. Now let's go ahead and go over to the next option, which is the deck builder. Now the deck builder here is just going to load up all of your cards. You can organize them by name or by cost, and you can pick, if you want energy or growth or order here. And then you can load your deck up down here. Load deck from up here, I'm sorry, not down at the bottom, at the top. So this is your original deck. Now it comes in kind of jumbled. You can click this option right down here, and it'll order it by name. And you can just drag cards up here, take them out, drag them down here to put them back in. You can search down here for cards, so if you wanted to find the bunny card. Now, I don't know why this won't search in your deck, though. It only searches your cards that aren't in your deck. There's no way to search your deck, but when you click the button, it orders them alphabetically, so it's pretty easy to see what's in your deck. Now, your deck can have it has to have at least 50 scrolls in it in order to be playable. As with most CCGs, you want to stay pretty close to 50, because that way it's more reliable. You're more apt to draw what it is you want to draw. Now, the maximum amount of any card you can have is 3. So you can see here, like in this particular deck, I have 3 junkyards, I have 3 mangy wolves. So even if I had another junkyard or a mangy wolf up here, I could not add that to my deck. There would be no way for me to add that, because it limits you to 3 per thing. And I like this little feature down here, which tells you you have 18 creatures, 11 spells, 10 structures, 11 enchantments. I don't know what a good balance is yet. I have not played this game nearly enough to know. But let's go ahead and let's jump into an AI match here. We're just going to play a quick match against the easy AI. And I'm going to play with the pre-constructed deck instead of the one that I've edited a little bit. So it looks like my opponent's going to go first. He's going to play Sin-Marked Zealot. When countdown is 0, Sin-Marked Zealot can be sacrificed to deal 2 damage to a target unit. That's pretty cool. So you'll see here, it talks about countdown. Now countdown, you'll see in the middle of his card right there, it says 2. That means that every 2 turns, he can attack. It's every 2 turns or every 3 turns. I forget exactly. It counts down from 2. You have to wait 2 turns, then you have to wait 1 turn, and then it's at 0 when he attacks that turn. So every 3rd turn he'll attack, and he has to wait 2 more turns before he can attack again. His attack is 1, and his life is 1. So if he gets hit and takes 1 damage, he's going to die. But he'll deal 1 damage every third turn. He'll just run across his row that he's in there. This row here, he'll just run across it and attack. Right now, he'd attack the idol. Now, the win condition for this game is to destroy 3 idols. Once you've destroyed 3 idols, or they've destroyed 3 idols, it's game over. Whoever destroyed the idols wins. So now let's go ahead and look at what cards we've drawn here. We've got a few spells. We've got take next creature scroll from your library and add it to your hand. Kinfolk Veteran. He has haste. Haste is nice because that means he gets to attack the first turn he comes into play. His countdown starts at 0. Frostbeard. When Frostbeard is killed in battle, all friendly units gain +2 attack until the end of the turn. This card's very situational, and I'm not sure I'm going to keep it in my deck. It only really works well if you've got another card in your hand that lets like everybody attack this turn. Otherwise, it might do nothing, because if you've got, everybody's got +2 attack till the end of the turn, but nobody has to attack, that does you no good. This is the card I was talking about here that's really good if you have that other, like, to have in your deck to combo with that. All units you control have their countdown decreased by 2, so everybody gets to save an extra 2 turns. Here I have a Bear Paw. It's an enchantment. Enchanted unit gains +2 attack and +2 health when Bear Paw enters play. Enchanted units countdown is increased by 1. So, you're going to buff it up pretty good, but then it also has to wait an extra turn before it can attack, which it's not that, like, for 2, that's really good. I mean, especially if you're just playing it, or if you've got some good control over the field and you're not too worried about it. Now here, Frost Gale costs 2. It's going to give you deal 1 damage to all units. I believe this also applies to your units, but I'm not 100% sure. I've never actually had a chance to cast that spell. Now, there are a couple of ways here that we can gain energy. You can notice we have 0 energy here down at the bottom. The first way is by sacrificing a card. The other way is by playing a card which, while it's on the field, gives us energy. Now, Eye of the Eagle is a pretty good card. So here we're going to have to make a decision on what to get rid of. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Frost Gale and I'm going to get rid of it for energy, because I feel like I'm not going to use it, especially this early in the game where a lot of my creatures are going to start off as small creatures. And we're going to go ahead and cast Eye of the Eagle to draw another creature card, which gave us another Frostbeard, so we have 2 Frostbeards now. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to end the turn. Okay, so it appears he didn't do anything. He might have drawn more cards. I didn't watch really close to his card thing, his card count. Alright, so we've got 2 Frostbeards here. I really don't think we're going to focus too hard on getting 2 of those out where they've only got 1 health and they cost 3. I mean, 1 is going to be good enough with the rallying spell. So we're going to go and we're going to sacrifice 1 Frostbeard for an extra energy. And we're going to just wait another turn, because we can't really do anything. You can only sacrifice 1 card per turn, so you see I can't sacrifice to draw cards from any of these. Let's go ahead and we're going to end our turn and let him go. Now see his down to 0. He's going to go ahead and let it attack, because he's not going to use its abilities since there's no reason to, where he's just getting free damage right now. Alright, so at this point here, we're going to need to sacrifice something so we can play something. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to sacrifice Kinfolk Veteran for some more energy. And we are going to play Frostbeard. We're going to put him a few rows away from this guy, so we can't just immediately attack him. Now, when it's a creature's turn, it can move 1 lane per turn, unless you enchant it to increase its movement speed. Now, he just buffed that up, so I'm not too afraid of him using his ability to kill my Frostbeard down here. Alright, so now we've got 3 energy. Now we can do a couple things here. We can make 4 energy, which I think I'm going to do. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get rid of Eye of the Eagle. And then we have Sister Fox here. When Sister Fox comes into play, you draw an extra scroll. So we're going to go and we're going to play here down here in this bottom row as well. And we're going to draw a Crimson Bowl, which gives everybody 2 attack until the end of turn. Now, you can see here how this deck is going to work. So let's say something happens and my Frostbeard dies. Everybody's got +2 attack. play Crimson Bowl, give everybody another +2, so everybody's +4, and then rallying, and now everybody gets to attack this turn. That's kind of the idea of the growth deck, is to just buff things up, just make them bigger and bigger and bigger until they're just annihilating things. What I'm going to go ahead and do here is I'm just going to play Bear Paw on my Frostbeard and make him stronger. Makes him a little bit tankier, makes him live a little bit longer. Alright, we got a couple of spells here. We got Thought Trap. Target unit's cooldown is doubled. That's terrible, because now he's got 5 more turns. Purification, remove all enchantments from target unit. So you can see here now my Frostbeard has no enchantment anymore, and he doubled his cooldown. That really sucks. Order is very strongly control. It's a lot like blue in Magic the Gathering. Alright, so we need to do something here in order to buff us up a little bit. We're going to give Illthorn Seed, which what that does is it makes, when a creature dies, it puts an Illthorn in its place, which Illthorn is a wall. You'll see it when it spawns up here. I don't remember the exact details as to what it does. And we're going to go ahead and also add this aura to my Sister Fox. Oh, I didn't mean to move her, but that's okay. And we will end the turn. Okay, so now we've got what's called Junkyard, which is a spell that it's another wall. It gives any rat creatures I control +1 health while the Junkyard's in play. It's different. I don't currently have any rats. I really should remove this from my deck. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna play it here, and then we can add 2 here, but I'm gonna wait till here so I can do 8 damage in one turn here. So we're gonna go ahead and end the turn here. Now he's gonna come down in order to get rid of my wall. Oh, what did that spell do? Frostwind. Add +1 countdown to target units and all adjacent units. This really sucks. Like, my Frostbeard is never going to get attacked. Thought Trap again. Target units is doubled. That is terrible. Like, that really, really freaking sucks. Kinfolk Jarl, he's relentless, which means, now you'll notice when something attacks, if there's more than one thing in the row, even if, let's say I have 2 health for my first creature in the row and he's got 12 attack, he'll only attack that first creature. With Relentless, he'll attack and then keep attacking the next unit until he has killed everything in that row. And also for each creature next to him, he gains +1 attack. So we are going to go ahead and we're going to sacrifice our Rallying Spell for more energy, so that next turn we can cast Kinfolk Jarl. Alright. Binding Roots. This is going to just make it so something can't move. I'm not too worried about him moving yet. I mean, I'm not losing very badly. I'm not trying, he's not running around the board killing all of my units. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to sacrifice this for some energy so that I can then play a Kinfolk Jarl, who will get +2 for these creatures standing next to him. And we will go and end the turn. Oh, what does this do? Focus. Target unit gains +3 attack until end of turn. Ooh, that really hurt there. Alright, so now I've got Crimson Bowl, which will increase somebody. This would increase, I'd get 1 extra, I get 2 extra damage there. Enchanted creature becomes poisoned for 3 rounds. This could be useful here. We can go ahead and poison him for 3 rounds. I don't know exactly how much damage poison does. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to also go ahead and play Crimson Bowl. And we're going to end the turn so I get some extra damage here, because I'm getting a little bit behind on the damage to the idols here. Royal Spearman, spiky +2. I believe that means that when I attack him, I also, like, whatever creature attacked him also takes 2 damage. This here is a really interesting ability. It's called Dryatic Power. The creature gets +1 attack and +3 health, but then it can't move. It gets held in place because it kind of builds a wall around it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give this to my Jarl, make him even tankier, so I can get rid of this here. And then I'm going to move my Frostbeard up to this other lane, and we will end the turn there. Alright, he's creating another one of those sacrificial zealots that he had before. And also all the creatures you control on the same row. Yeah, you destroyed my idol. All the creatures on the same row gain 1 health. So all of these creatures each get an extra health because he's in the lane with them. Next we have him, heal target unit by 3 health. Now it's important to note with this that it won't heal them past their maximum health as far as I can tell. It will only heal them to what their initial maximum health is. So like here where he has 9 health but his maximum is 6, if I use this on him it wouldn't give me anything extra. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to discard and get 2 new cards hopefully. Now here's the Ilthorn we talked about earlier. It's a wall. It has that spiky one. It has spiky 1 and it costs 2. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to place this here. We need to really defend these turrets down here. Now I have Kinfolk Brave. He just has 1 cooldown. He's a 2/2 for 2. He's pretty strong. We're going to place him here in order to get some... And we're going to destroy this turret, this idol that's going down here in the next couple of turns. Metaphysics. Target unit you control is resummoned on the same tile. So that's good for like if he's taken some damage or if he has like an on summon effect. And he built a wall up here. I'm not sure why he built it right there, but you know. Alright, now here I've got a Ragged Wolf. He's got haste. I did not want to do that, but that works. That actually ends up benefiting me here for next turn. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play my Mangy Wolf, which Mangy Wolf deals damage. It's healed by 1 every time it attacks something. Other wolf creatures have their countdown decreased by 1 when Mangy Wolf comes into play. So if I had like 2 or 3 Mangy Wolves, I played like a card like he had played here, I could, you know, decrease everyone's cooldown by replaying a card that I already have in play. Now Mangy Wolf, I really want to put in this row so I can try to get rid of this row here. And I'm going to end the turn. There we go. I've destroyed an idol here. Oh, and he's going to sacrifice that unit in order to... He's relentless. I'm not 100% sure why he's building that row so heavily defensively. I'm not 100% sure. So now I've got a couple of things here. I can make it whenever a certain unit is attacked, it's going to poison somebody, which that could be useful on one of my... I'm going to use it on him, considering that he is so tanky. That'll make him even more tanky. And I'm going to go ahead and cast Rallying, which will decrease everybody. So I'm going to get a couple of people attacking here this turn, and finally next turn Frostbeard is going to attack. Now I really need to do something about this enchantment. I don't know if there's any way for me to get rid of that enchantment, because now it's kind of hurting me at this point here. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to summon my Kinfolk Veteran, because he has haste. That's going to help to just chop this lane down. Purification. Remove all enchantments from target unit, and Crossbowman is a ranged attack. Did he... He did. He removed everything from my Kinfolk Jarl. That's actually super useful for me. So I'm going to cause him to move backwards, him to move upwards, and I'm going to put another wall here in the way. And that's going to be super useful for me. Oh, what is this? Kabonk, deal 1 damage to target unit and draw 1 scroll. Royal Infantryman is just another card that he's played before. Alright, now he's moving down and he's trying to take this tower down as well. Or it's idle. I keep calling them towers. I play too much League of Legends. Ranger's Bane. Enchanted creature becomes poisoned for 3 rounds. Okay, there's a couple of the he'll just sacrifice. If I use one of these, he'll just sacrifice it. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna draw 2 new cards. Hopefully, I get something that's better. Okay, so I've got a couple of good cards here. This will cause this creature to be healed by 1 every turn, and Ragged Wolf has haste, and he will attack this turn. I'm gonna go ahead and end my turn. All right. Choose some new scrolls. He's playing another creature. What is this creature? Royal Vanguard. He adjacent units gain +2 attack until end of turn every time he comes off cooldown. Essence Feast. For each unit you control, heal your idol in the same row by 1. And creatures deal double damage this turn. I deal 4 damage. I could get rid of him if I do that. I don't really have much as far as idols go, but I'm going to go ahead and cast that here in order to deal the double damage here for this turn to kill him. Beast creatures. Is this wolf not a... Deal double damage. Oh, to idols. I did not read that correctly. Brother of the Wolf. This is a great card. I love this card. When his countdown is 0, you can summon a wolf instead of attacking. So that makes him extremely good at just flooding your field with creatures. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play him up here. And I'm going to end my turn. He's going to attack for 3. He's going to kill off my... He's going to kill him off this turn, which that really sucks. And he killed... he killed... When Invader of Wild comes into play, increase growth by 1. When he leaves, decrease growth by 1. I really don't need that right now. I really need some kind of card that's going to save me here. Vitality Well is great if I can get it and play it and not have it die. So I'm going to play a Mangy Wolf in front of it. Maybe? Okay. And I really think I'm going to lose here. That doesn't surprise me, though. I'm pretty terrible. I'm sure some of you watching this are like, no, what are you doing? You should have done this. Another Vater of Wild. I'm going to delete that. I have Great Wolf here, who's a relentless. Wow, and he has +1 attack for every other wolf that I control. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Frost Scale to deal 1 damage. Yeah, see, that also does damage to my units here. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna play him in this row. And we're gonna end the turn. So he can clean up this row really nice if his cooldown comes. You know, if he gets his cooldown all the way down, he's gonna clean up this row real well. Maybe he's not, because now he's got 3 and he's got 2. They're gonna go ahead and just kill it. That really sucks. A junkyard, another wall. At this point, I am just... I have lost, essentially, at this point. There's really nothing I can do. I can't think of a single card that I can draw that's going to change this. Let's draw for something. Brother of the Wolf. I mean, we can put him here. Make the wall heal by 1 each turn. End my turn. I mean, but this is gonna die soon. This is gonna die soon. He just doubled the cooldown on one of my creatures. Something in 3 attack. He just destroyed that entire row that I have. I should surrender. I don't see a surrender button. Is there a surrender button somewhere? There is not. Ancestral Totem. This is really neat. All creatures you control get +1 attack when it comes into play. It's going to do me no good, really. I've got 2 turns, it looks like, to try to pull something out and maybe survive. I'm not sure. I'm going to end my turn. I'm not sure why he didn't move him up and deal damage to this one, but Sacrifice target unit you control, add its unit cost to your resources. We're going to draw new cards. Make another Vitality Well. Enchanted creature gets +2 attack. I have no creatures on the field. I've just got some walls. And this is going to destroy. This is gone. Another one? Like, and I just got enchantments and spells. Let's do this. Let's help him out here. Since, you know, we've lost anyway. Make him stronger. Let's heal him. Let's make him stronger. We're gonna end the turn. There's nothing I can do. So let's make this end fast. Again, he's attacking a dead idol and I don't understand. Sister Fox. Let's draw some new cards. Champion Ring. Who's attacking this turn? You. Get even stronger. End the turn. I don't understand why he's not just moving to a place where he can just destroy these. I really don't get it. Sacrifice. Sure. Put a wall over there. End the turn. This is pathetic. Like, he's got so much on the field and I can't do anything about it. Like, I can do nothing. And again, he could have been attacking this idol up here a long... Like, he could have beat me a long time ago. I don't understand why he hasn't. I just really don't understand. I guess that's easy AI, which I can't even beat because I'm that terrible. But so this was first round of Let's Play Scrolls. You can see here I did terrible. We'll leave the match here. We'll see how much gold we made. I hope to see you guys back for more rounds. Hopefully I'm not quite as terrible. You can see I made about 50 gold for that match here. We can go ahead and go back to the store. I can show you purchasing a card. So let's go and buy a growth scroll here. And you can see I got, this is a rare, another Kinfolk Jarl. He's a really expensive card. He's pretty good for late game. But, alright, I hope to see you next time.